And welcome back to Bromandy, you guys. Today I am here, Marcus Sensory, with my bros.
Cruxis.
Schultz.
Schultz.
We're here.
I didn't die.
And today we have a topic very special to me. It is Bromandies, and by Bromandies I mean mine. But I mean the Zelda one had said
We support
Bromandies.
you.
Yes.
100%.
Support.
Full backing.
It is Bromandy Marcus's top 10 favorite Sonic characters. And as mentioned in the Zelda playthrough, the Zelda video, if you have any questions or comments or like hate mail, then file them in the comments and I will answer them and shove them up your ass.
Dude, we are all ready for this.
Especially if you're happy about it. If you're saying something positive,
I don't think I directed it towards their ass, but if that's where you want to go with it, that's fine.
I mean, your ass will be involved in some way.
Fantastic.
All right. Now, this isn't actually just 10 because I came up with like all the characters that I liked or that I just really liked. And
that he
so
base likes.
Huh?
All the characters you really base like.
Yeah, like base like and then major like.
So prepare for stipulations.
Stipulations. So I'm going to start off the list with an honorable mention being Blaze the Cat. Do you guys know Blaze the Cat?
I've seen her.
Yeah, like pictures, not really know much about.
She has a little floaty thing in front of her face or something, in front of her forehead or something.
She does. All right. Blaze the Cat was first introduced in Sonic Rush, one of the DS titles. And she's actually from a different dimension. And any association she has with Sonic 06 was retconned. So nothing in that video game is at all real.
Oh, okay.
But in Sonic Rush, she's from a different dimension, and she fights a different version of Dr. Eggman called Eggman Nega, or Dr. Robotnik, or Dr. Robotnik Nega for some people in the room.
I like the name Robotnik.
Ivo.
But we've had discussions about this.
We have.
We won't digress.
Anyway, and she chases after the Soul Emeralds, not the Chaos Emeralds, because it's a different dimension. But anyway, yeah, I always thought that she was really cool just because, like, a lot of times, like in the comic books and stuff, and as well as in some of the games, they're like alternate universes. They kind of have their own Sonic character. Like the Soul Dimension has Blaze, the Future has Silver. You know, this one obviously has Sonic. And then in like some of the comic books, they have like a Robin Hood like universe, and there's a Sonic Robin Hood guy. So I liked her for that reason, just because she's kind of like part of Sonic, as well as the fact that she can fucking control fire, which is freaking awesome. Because if you didn't know that, Blaze the Cat, you know, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Dude,
she controls fire.
Blaze.
I never knew that. I just knew she had the floaty. Is it a fire in front of her head that floats or something? I feel like I remember it.
I think there's like a little gem or something.
It's either a gem or an on-fire gem. I don't remember.
I was distracted by the fact that there was a purple cat.
Typically. It's behind the gem.
Behind the gem. It's the behind the gem flyer.
Well, you're playing as the gem with a cat following you.
Heard. Okay, now to the actual list. Coming in at number 10, we've got my homie, Vector the Crocodile, once again.
I was like, Vector the Crocodile.
Dude, do you like Vector?
I just remember his name and think he was a crocodile. It's pretty cool.
Well, I'm just saying that,
Chaotix,
you know... Exactly. Oh my god. But anyway, I'm just saying that, like, Sega comes up with some pretty cool shit. And maybe not as far as games go. But Sega comes up with some pretty cool designs and shit. And a hip-hop loving, like, detective crocodile is some of the cooler shit I've seen. And I know in their entire stories in the Sonic X episode, like, show, like, any episode they were in was bound to be, first off, funny. Even at this age, I mean, it's less funny, obviously, because we're not little kids, but they're still pretty funny.
Same
and then,
funny. Exact same.
Exact same. And they... the same problem I had with Blaze is the same one for Vector, which is why they're not higher than they are. Is that they just don't get much time, like screen time. I mean, the only one you can really play as Vector is Sonic Heroes and the Chaotix teams. He's in other games, but he's just an NPC. He's someone you interact with, you don't play as or play with. So him and Blaze kind of have that same problem, and a few other people in the list have that problem as well. And number 9 might be a little bit of a surprise to people, but is Rouge the Bat. Also a character that was primarily only playable in Sonic Heroes. But I always liked her because she's kind of like she's a spy character, so she's kind of cool. She's kind of anti-heroic. And then she has a crush on one of my favorite characters, Knuckles the Echidna. But she's also got like her...
Said all.
But then she's also got her little side plots that she goes off with Shadow. She does stuff. And their relationship's kind of a mystery. And I always like that even with that part of her character, you still don't know too much about her. Something I'd really like to see, which is also part of why she's number 9, is there's no real answers to the mysteries, you know? I mean, they've got her as mysterious and enigmatic, but they don't really like grow on that. They don't move any of that story further, to my knowledge at least. Which is one of the reasons she's only in number 9. All right, number 8. He kind of falls under the same category as Vector does, but Espio the Chameleon. I think
he's their speed character.
He is their speed character. He's also a fucking chameleon ninja detective. He's a ninja. He's a ninja.
He is.
He's a ninja.
I saw him. He can like disappear and replace himself and throw a shuriken at you.
Yeah. You know what doesn't has that? Mario. But whatever.
Doesn't.
Anyway, he's a ninja detective, which is like the coolest thing ever. But like I said, it's the same thing kind of as Vector, is that he just doesn't get enough screen time, being one of the side characters, side team kind of deals. There is one scene in Sonic X, though, and if you can find it, watch it, because it's fucking hilarious. When they knock out Knuckles accidentally, and then they try to make him go about and do his usual stuff. It is hilarious. But anyway, that's probably about enough said. And number 7 may be a bit of a surprise for most. But my 7th favorite character is, in fact, Cosmo. Now, do you guys know who Cosmo is?
I've heard the name. I can't remember who that is.
Same.
Same?
I'm really trying to picture this.
Alright, well, in the second half of Sonic X, they return to Mobius, their little home planet. And then it shows Sonic fighting a character named Dark Oak. And then an alien crashes into the ship into the planet after the fight. And inside the ship is a alien plant girl named Cosmo. And
it's not the green fairy from Fairly Odd Parents.
And I mean, I know this is kind of a spoiler, but it's from a children's show from 2003, so you can freaking deal with it. She's one of the few Sonic characters that actually die. She dies at the end of the show. And it's freaking great. And I really like her because of that, and she's also really cute and adorable. And her little romance side plot with Tails was pretty good and was really sad at the end. Because Tails fucking cries, and no one's ready for that. No one's ready for that.
I mean, I would cry if your quote-unquote cute and adorable character died and you liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have fun with you.
I can relate.
And then just it dies.
You can relate.
I can relate.
It's like, oh, look at this nice thing. I see your joke. It's like, look at this nice thing you have. You like her? You know, she's cute. You know, she's helping. You know, she's growing as a character. She's got actual character development. Dead.
Relatable.
Yeah.
All right. Now moving on from Cosmo, because I imagine not too many people watched all 74 episodes of Sonic X.
I watched all 75.
You watched all 75? I got you. All right. And then with number 6, we have probably... This is where my list kind of starts to get... This is a little stretch of dark horsey territory. And number 6 is Shadow the Hedgehog. And a lot of people are just like, hey, you know, Shadow's the best because he's like dark and he's like cool. And it's like, dude, he's way too fucking overrated. I'm also going to say I hate the Shadow the Hedgehog game. I hate everything about it.
Guns.
Yes, it took everything that was like, everything Sonic had built upon. It was like, hey, it's a cartoony blue hedgehog running around, you know, jumping on robots, beating up the goofy bad guy, you know, and he's like, Sonic and teamwork and all that shit's going to save the day. And they're like, oh no. Shadow the Hedgehog, first off, we're going to have cussing in the game. Sonic's going to be like, damn it! No.
You sound upset.
No. And then they got guns and shit. It's like enemies with like huge ass health bars. I can't even understand why you would have like a health system when like all you've ever had to do is just like hit the enemy. It's like it was just so like...
Well, you have to hit them like 5 times.
Yeah. Like I can appreciate trying something new, but like... Trying something new and taking it a completely different direction are two completely different things. And with all this hate that you're hearing, you know, you might be like, oh, so why is Shadow number 6? Because he's still pretty fucking cool. Whatever.
Cooler than a crocodile who likes music.
Yes. Well, I mean, he does shoot guns and shit.
Okay.
Yeah. I just think he's really overrated, and it's fucking fight me about it.
Okay.
He still is in my
See you
top 10.
outside.
See you outside? Gotcha.
He's not the first badass character you'll think that is overrated in any genre.
Well, yeah. I have a lot of those. But, all right, number 5 is also probably one of the lesser known characters, but I don't give a shit because I like her. Number 5 is the Goddess of Victory, the Angel of Death, Cream the Rabbit.
Woo!
And her chow.
Exactly, and her chow,
Cheese.
The most appropriately named character of all time.
Jeez.
Now, since this is my personal list and it's not a objective, you know, top 10 characters of all time for Sonic, I can actually just like fawn about this for a second. You know, in Sonic Heroes, you know, she was the flying character in Team Rose. You know, she was like the easy difficulty flying character. She was just cute and, you know, she's polite. She says, Mr. Sonic, and she says, thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir, and she's cute as shit. In the Sonic Advance series, however, her homing attack could murder anything. You can beat any boss in about 25 seconds because she is a warrior god. She is invincible. She cannot be defeated because she is a warrior beast. And she was also really cool, just in anything else that she was a part of. I never actually got to play with her in Sonic Heroes, just because I borrowed it for a very small amount of time. But I imagine that she probably like slung cheese out to attack, which would have been fucking sexy to see.
Well, in Heroes?
Yeah.
No. They played a lot of the characters, a lot of the teams play the exact same way. So basically, the flying character in flying formation would just shoot the other two off their bottoms, like... Flying formation is them all three stacked on top of each other, so the flying one can carry them all. So it's like, you know, you said you played it, so you know you've seen like, so they'd have the heavy one on bottom, speed in the middle, and then flying will be on top. They would carry them, and then you just shoot them out as little balls. So like they're doing homing attacks, but shot from your feet.
What the fuck is that? So fucking stupid. That makes me sick. I fucking.
You know what doesn't make you sick?
What?
Her in episode 1 of Sonic.
Episode 1? He's not doing anything wrong, Mr. Eggman. Yeah. I fucking love her.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god. Watching the whole series because of that? Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. She is so fucking cute. And then, oh my goodness, I have this down in my notes. The episode where the power goes out and she can't watch her favorite TV show and she starts crying is hilarious and adorable. It is wonderful.
Cries at her pain. Good sign.
Yes. She's fucking good. Anyway. So number 5 is another kind of an unexpected pick, possibly. Being that it is Amy Rose. And I know a lot of people... yeah, the hammer. I know a lot of people probably don't like Amy Rose. They're like, oh, she's always chasing after Sonic. And she's always, you know, fawning over him. She's always like, oh, you know, marry me and all that shit. It's like... First off, she's not that annoying. Second off, she's like a part of who Sonic is.
Everybody needs a love interest.
Well, yeah.
Some crazy.
When Sonic was first created, he was supposed to be like anti-Nintendo and anti-Mario. He's like, oh, you know, Mario, he's going to go chase after the princess every single time, do the same shit over and over again. You know, he's like basically whipped. And then Sonic's like, relationships, fuck that. And he runs off with his friends and like starts beating the shit out of robots because he don't give a fuck. So I always thought that was really cool. And she's... Like, her role in the story kind of, like, helps make Sonic who he is. And another thing with Amy Rose is that, once again in the advanced titles, and in some of the other ones, Amy was, like, always completely different in playstyle than the other characters were. Like when she jumped, she wouldn't curl up into a ball, so you couldn't jump into enemies. You had to time your hammer attacks in the air to kill them. And, there were so many different parts of her, like, just her different playstyles, that makes her interesting to play with in every game, rather than just having like a Sonic clone. It's like, oh, this character, you know, you do the spin dash, you do the homing attack, you do all this. And it's like with Amy Rose, she actually had her own play style. She had to hit with a hammer, she had to do all that stuff. And I always thought that was really cool, like having her to be her own character, rather than just being like someone that plays like Sonic, basically. Anyway, moving on from number 4 to number 3.
Sometimes.
Miles Tails Prower. My homie, the sidekick character. I'm assuming everybody in here knows who Tails is.
Heck
I've seen him
yes.
twice.
You've seen him twice.
The player 2 of our generation.
Yes, exactly. And I mean, Tails, there's not really much that I can say about Tails that isn't just saying what everybody already knows and loves about Tails. But I mean, just the fact that he's always there, you know, every time you see like a Sonic character, like if they go supersonic and they fly out into space, then they come back into the atmosphere and they're falling. It's like, oh, what's going to happen? Tails swoops into the plane and catches them every time because he's a fucking homie. Like, I fucking love Tails. And then, like, he's like, first off, having a flying character is, like, the coolest shit of all time. Like, that's, like, probably one of the main reasons people like playing as Tails so much is that he's got his own thing. Is, like, with him flying, you know, obviously with his tails. And it's just, like, his entire role in the story and him always being there no matter what, and then his own, like, unique play style, and just him being in, like, every game. Like, just about every single... you always get to play as him. He's really cool. if you have to unlock him, you want to chop your dick off, you know, that sort of thing. And that's one of the reasons that Tails is so high on my list. And then on to number 2. I don't have much to say about this one because you either feel one way or the other way about this. Number 2 is Dr. Eggman, or Ivo Robotnik. It's like, a lot of people are like, oh, he's a villain. I don't really like him, you know. But fucking Eggman is his own character, that's for damn sure. And I always thought he was really cool and goofy. You know, he has the same plan every time. He fucks everything up. He's like a super genius that can like shit out robots and monsters and fucking huge airships and all that stuff. And he can't take down a blue hedgehog that runs really fast.
He runs really, really fast.
He's pretty fast. Like, in his defense. He can also turn into like supersonic, which is also a problem.
The golden hedgehog.
Yeah, the
golden Sonic, right? Sorry.
Yeah, the golden.
We're calling him by his actual name.
Anyway, Dr. Eggman is the shit. And I've always liked him. He's so stereotypical in child goofiness that, like, you know, kind of in the same way that Sonic's, you know, time to beat up the bad guy. You know, the last one to the airship is a rotten Eggman. You know, shit like
dogs.
That. Yeah, he's just like goofy and childish. Like, I mean, that's part of his appeal to me. So that's one of the reasons he's on my number 2 spot of all time. And my number 1 favorite Sonic character of all time is a tie.
Stipulation.
That's fucking lame, isn't it? But it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not Cruxis' fault. It's not Schultz's fault.
I did it, actually.
No, it better. It's fucking
Sega did it.
Sonic Team and Sega did this shit to me. Because, originally, every character was going to be moved back a spot. You know why? Because Sonic was going to be number 2. But he's not number 2 anymore. You know why he's not number 2 anymore? Because Sonic Team and Sega have been fucking Knuckles forever now. Like, they took, like, an actually cool character who was, like, brooding. He was Sonic's rival. Like, they always fought. And, the episodes that they fought in Sonic X were always cool. Like, they were always a close match. And, I mean, he was getting duped by Eggman all the time. Like, he was getting tricked. But that's just, like, an every now and then thing. So that you can see the rivals duke it out. You know, the Sonic fans and the Knuckles fans get to have their own little moment. You know, the little team rival battle. It was always super cool. And then they're like, Knuckles is making bad decisions. I was like, we should make everyone laugh by making him retarded. It's like, who is laughing?
Me.
Nobody. Right, you were literally shooting every Knuckles fan in the head. Well, not in the head, but shooting your entire Knuckles fan base in the foot by just making him dumb. You know, it was bad enough and Sonic Riders when it's like, Tails is talking about technological stuff and Knuckles almost passes out because he's dumb. And it was like, okay, you know, that's kind of rude, but whatever. And it's like, okay. And then in Sonic 06, at the end, they're like, yo, these two people, you know, we're going to go save Sonic. And then Knuckles runs in the wrong direction. It's like, why would you do that to him? Sonic Boom.
Okay, here it is, the pinnacle.
Sonic Boom, stop it. Sonic Boom, stop it. Okay, first off.
It happened.
First thing first. Knuckles was fine being the same size as everybody else. He was perfectly fine. You didn't have to do that to me. But I could handle the weird character design because all the other ones were pretty cool. Tails looked cool with the new goggles. You know, Amy had that cool new hammer. She had a little ninja robe stuff to go with her acrobatic playstyle. You know, Sonic had his cool roguish outfit. Styx is whatever the fuck Styx is. But Knuckles, you made him huge. And that's fine.
That chest.
I can handle you making him a Goliath. But then you made him stupid.
Stupider. Dude, what direction are we going with this?
So dumb. He doesn't know what left and right is.
Well, he does when he puts his thumbs out.
Yeah.
He can't read. He can't read.
He lost his... He's being sapped slowly. You're going to learn. No, seriously, it's a thing. He's got something implanted in him, and it's messing with his growth, and it's sapping his brain into his body.
I can't... this was the guy who knows the secrets of the Master Emerald. Literally the source of unlimited energy. He knows the ins and outs of this emerald like the back of his hand. He protects this thing daily. He doesn't know what direction left and right is. Thank you for chopping my nuts off. I freaking loved that character until you made him a brick. Even though he's still in the number 1 spot. So yeah, I kind of still love him, but whatever. Alright, and of course tied for the number 1 spot is Sonic the motherfucking Hedgehog. Right. the blue blur, and I gotta say, one of the most iconic video game figures of all time. Even though he's gained quite a bit of infamy here in the last few years due to horrible video games, Sega and Sonic Team. Horrible video games. And I know it really, like, I don't know if it started with Sonic 06. Like I'm sure there was games before that just made them awful. Ironically, you know, when they started making Knuckles really stupid. Also, just saying, you know, he fucked up a lot of things in Sonic 06. But I still think that he deserves a lot more credit than people give him for. Because first off, he is his own character. He's not just some faceless, silent protagonist that does, like, you're just projecting yourself onto. He has his own character to him. He's got his own unique thing, because not really anybody else is like, yo, rolling around at the speed of sound. You know? Like, he's got his own style. Like, even though it's a goofy, childish style, I mean, he's a blue hedgehog that runs super fast and fights a goofy motherfucker in Eggman machines. Like, if you're expecting some serious shit like they pulled off in Sonic 06, then you're going to be completely disappointed, because no matter how serious you make him, he's still a blue hedgehog, like, goofing around and eating chili dogs. So, I mean, he's his own character, he's got his own story to him, and he's one of the more dependable characters. Like, he isn't changing, and that's not a bad thing in this case. It's consistency, you know. It's like a flagship character. You're keeping him the same way because that's what everybody loves him for. And that is what I love him for, and is why he is number one on my top 10 favorite Sonic characters of all time.
Number 1 / out of 2.
Yes, number 1 of 2. In the number 1 spot.
Number 1.
Exactly.
Stipulations.
But
well appreciated.
well appreciated nonetheless. And with that being said, I suppose that will conclude our video. I would also like to suggest for you, if you are interested in other video game things, to look into our Bromedy's top 10 Zelda games of all time, as well as our playthrough of Ocarina of Time, as well as Tales of Symphonia. This has been I, Marcus Sensory, signing off with my bros.
Cruxis Angel, see y'all.
Schulte. Bye.
Bye me!
You know, like, anybody's listening right now is like, oh my god, there's one spot left and there's Sonic and Knuckles. What is he doing?
Yeah, it's like, anybody's probably listening to this at this point is like, he said Knuckles is one of his favorites.
He left Sonic off the
You're
list.
telling me Sonic the Hedgehog's on this motherfucking list.